Hello everyone. Now we'll discuss direction quotients and direction ratios. Okay, direction ratios. Let us take the one XYZ plane. XYZ plane. In the XYZ plane, let P of x comma y comma z be any point. In vector, we can write as the line segment OP bar. The line segment OP bar we are called as the vector. So that is equal to xi plus yj plus zk unit vectors. These are the unit vectors. Okay. So let OP bar making an angle alpha with OX and OP bar making an angle with y-axis beta, and let OP bar making an angle with z-axis, it is some gamma. Okay, so these three angles with the positive x-axis and y-axis and z-axis. Okay, if this OP bar making an angle alpha with plus x-axis and anti-clockwise direction, then in the clockwise direction the angle will be 180 minus alpha. Okay, now I am going to take OP bar is a vector. This is a line segment. Line segment mean it is a vector. So that is, it is a xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Okay, so this OP bar magnitude we can write as root over x square plus y square plus z square. So that implies it is the OP bar magnitude square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, now let I am taking the one triangle. Let us take the triangle. Take the triangle. It is OPM. In the triangle OPM, what we can observe, cos alpha is equal to adjacent side OM. OM we are taken as the length as x, and this is the length. This length is parallel to y-axis, mean this is the y, and this is parallel to x-axis. This length is x. This is the x coordinate. Okay, so that means adjacent side is x by, and hypotenuse will be OP bar, magnitude of OP bar. Okay, so like this we can consider the in the second right angle, this right angle. Okay, in this right angle we can observe with the y-axis cos beta equal to, we can write as y by, so this length is y, this is adjacent side. Okay, so then it will be y by OP bar. Like this, similarly we can write cos gamma with z-axis. With z-axis mean we will get the one triangle. So like this we are getting one triangle. Okay, here it will be right angle. So then we will get the cos gamma is equal to z by mod OP bar. Okay, if we write it is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, if we are consider as the L M N, mean this is we are considering as the simply it is a one letter. There are the 1 2 3 4 letters are there. Simply we are considering with one letter, and this is with M and this is with N. L M N. So this cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma we are denoted by L M N. So this cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are called as direction cosines. Cosine mean cos. Okay, so that is a direction cosine. These are we are called as direction cosines. Direction cosine meaning is this one. Okay, LMN, or we are called as direction cosines. So this thing, what happened here, you check it. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. is equal to cos square alpha, mean it is x square by mod op square, plus and cos square beta, mean it is y square by mod op square, and this is cos square gamma, mean z square by mod op square. Okay, LCM is same, LCM is mod op square is the LCM, then it is x square plus y square plus z square. X square plus y square plus z square, already we obtained it is, what is that, mod op square. So that is mod op square by mod op square, so both will be cancelled, that is equal to 1. So what we can observe here, so there is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So that from this we can write as L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1. So this is the one standard form we can observe. Okay, using this identity we can write the sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma value. So what is the sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma mean? Let us take, it is sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma is equal to what? Mean this is all, it is 1 minus cos square alpha, this is sin square alpha, mean, and sin square beta mean 1 minus cos square beta, and this is 1 minus cos square gamma. So this is, we can observe 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 minus of cos square alpha minus of cos square beta minus of, I mean minus common, when it is a cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. Now only we observe it is a cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. So that means it is a 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So finally what you can write as, it is a sin square alpha plus it is a sin square beta plus sin square gamma is equal to 2. So this is another important identity. Okay, now we can consider one vector. If let us take one vector as v1 bar is equal to one vector, that is L1I plus M1J, L1I plus M1J plus N1K. This is the one vector, and let us take the another vector v2 is equal to another vector as v2 is equal to L2I plus M2J plus N2K. These are the two vectors. So if you want to find angle between these two vectors, so it will become as cos theta is equal to L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. So this is the condition for angle between these two vectors, where L1 comma M1 comma N1 and L2 comma M2 comma N2 are direction cosines. So direction cosines are denoted by DCs. So these are the, when they are the DCs, then angle between them, this we can denote it by cos theta. Okay, so if these two v1 bar comma v2 bar, these two vectors are perpendicular, then condition we can write as L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0. Cos 90, theta is equal to 90 degrees, perpendicular. cos 90 is 0. So like this, if v1 bar, v2 bar, so these two vectors are parallel, then we have to compare the ijk coefficients. So when they are parallel, then condition is L1 by L2 is equal to M1 by M2 is equal to N1 by N2. So these are the conditions when they are parallel. Okay. Now we will discuss direction ratio. What is a direction ratio? We'll discuss now we'll discuss direction ratios. What are the direction ratios? Direction ratios mean all real numbers. Any real number we are called as direction ratios. Direction ratio mean they are the numbers. So this here, the definition of direction ratios mean which are proportional to the direction cosines. Here suppose direction ratios mean which are proportional to the L is a direction ratio cosine, then the proportionality with the any number which is proportional to direction cosine we are called as direction ratio. So that is like this. Here L is proportional to x, mean L equal to some k constant into x. Like this we can take the another identities. M is proportional to some y, so then it is M is equal to some k into y, and N is proportional to the some z, then N is equal to some k into z. Okay, so then what we can observe here, we have the identity L square plus M square plus N square is equal to, we have this identity equal to 1. So this L value is k square x square, M value is k square y square, and this N square value is this k square z square is equal to 1. So that implies here k square, if we take out common, then x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. So that implies k is equal to, we can write as plus or minus 1 by root over x square plus y square plus z square. So if you are writing here the same value, L equal to k value is the plus or minus of, it is the plus or minus of 1 into x is x by root over x square plus y square plus z square. Like that, M value we can write as, that is in the same way, k value is the plus or minus 1 by root over x square plus y square plus z square, it is plus or minus y by root over x square plus y square plus z square. In the same way we can write as N is equal to plus or minus k into z. K into z it is plus or minus z by root over x square plus y square plus z square. So what you can observe here, direction cosine, to get the direction cosines from any three constant values, it is a x, y, z are the any direction ratios, these are the direction ratios, x, y, z are direction ratios. To get the direction cosines we have to divide with its magnitude. Okay, this points x, y, z are called as direction ratios. So therefore direction ratios are, okay, direction ratios is equal to x, y, z. Suppose these are the direction ratios. So if you divide with its magnitude, then they will become as direction cosines. DCs will be that is equal to x by plus or minus x by root over x square plus y square plus z square, and y by plus or minus y by root over x square plus y square plus z square, and it is plus or minus z by root over x square plus y square plus z square. So like this, if x, y, z are direction ratios, then to convert into direction cosines we have to divide with its magnitude. Example, let dr direction ratio. Direction ratio terms are the direction ratios are, that is, suppose 1, 2, 3. These are the direction ratios. To convert into the DCs, we have to divide with its magnitude. What should be its magnitude? It will be the 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Mean 4 plus 9, 13 plus 1, 14. So mean it is plus or minus 1 by root over 14, and it is plus or minus 2 by root over 14, and it is plus or minus 3 by root over 14. Okay, like this we can convert the any three numbers direction ratios into the direction cosines. Okay, suppose here the thing is, if two vectors v1 bar is equal to one vector with direction ratios a1 cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap, and another vector v2 bar is equal to a2 I cap plus b2 j cap plus c2 k cap. Okay, so angle between these two vectors cos theta is equal to, mean it is cos theta is equal to, we can write as a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root over a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, and root over a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Okay, so this is the angle between two vectors where a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 are direction ratios, DRs, direction ratios. Okay, in terms of direction ratios they are given, the vector it is given, or any line segment is given, any point is given. So in terms of direction ratios, then angle between them is mod cos theta is equal to modulus of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root over a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into root over a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square, where a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 are direction ratios. And if the two vectors, these two vectors, if v1 bar is equal to a1i plus b1j plus c1k, and v2 bar is equal to a2i plus b2j plus c2k. If v1 bar v2 bar are perpendicular, then condition is theta is equal to 90 degrees. Perpendicular mean in this previous our derivation here cos theta cos 90 0. So this condition will become as, that is a1 a2 plus cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So cos 90 is 0. 0 is equal to, so it multiplied with 0. So then a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. So when two vectors are perpendicular, v1 v2 are perpendicular, then condition is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. Like this, if two vectors, if v1 bar comma v2 bar are parallel means they are collinear, so then we have to angle is it is 0. So it means simplified, if we simplify, then we will get as compare the its ijk coefficients, mean a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So this is the parallel condition and this is the perpendicular condition when these two vectors having dr's a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2, so having dr's like this. So these are the DC's and DR's differences. So very simple. DC mean it is a direction questions, mean in terms of cos, and DR's mean any real numbers, any numbers we can consider as the DR's. Thank you.